Has anyone else been listening to Tate McRae's album? Because that shit's fire. Hello everyone, my name is Andrew. Thank you so much for checking out today's video. I know it's been a minute. It's been like 6 months since my last upload. I apologize. I really am sorry. Yeah, hi. I don't know what to say or talk about right now. I went through a lot mentally wise. It's okay. I am back. I am better mentally. Yeah, I think I'm in a good place right now. I'm just gonna be talking about the books that I read in the month of February and the one book I read in January. After my last upload, I think I legit only read 4 books, if I'm not mistaken. So the last book that I read that you guys know about is Love Redesign. And then I read 2 books in September and then 2 books in October. And then I skipped November and December and I didn't read again until January. So, yay. So I can talk about those other 4. So the first book that I read in September was King of Wrath by Anna Huang, which I'll post a picture of right here somewhere. It was fun. It was a good book. I don't think it was great. I think I gave it a 3.5 or something like that. I had a great time with it. I think Don, I can't even remember the characters' names. I'm so sorry. The male main character and the female main character were fine. The book is nothing like spectacular or anything. I still enjoyed it. I thought the book was fun and just really entertaining. The writing was very quick paced, but it's fine. I'm still gonna continue the series. I still have the second book on my TBR. So the second book I read in September was City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I enjoyed this one too, but I don't think this is a series that I necessarily want to continue. It was fine, but it's nothing spectacular where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be the most like amazing series ever. I want to continue and find out what the hell happens. I really couldn't care about these characters, mind you. So it's basically, they're called shadow hunters, which is like people who are able to see like these mystical creatures people usually can't see, like demons and whatnot. I think follow Clary, who is this teenage girl who had no idea about the society because her mom kept it hidden from her, but then her mom goes missing and then she can see it all, and that's when the adventure begins, when she meets Jace and all these other people. It was fun, don't get me wrong. I had a good time reading it, but it wasn't like the most amazing read ever. So granted, I was still like in like a bad mental state, reading slump type of vibe, so I'm not too sure if that was why my opinion of it was skewed, but in general I just thought it was just okay. So I don't think I will continue with this series. If it is good, let me know in the comments, because this didn't give too much. It gave crumbs. Yeah, that it's fine. Now we're in October. The book's down there. I'm not gonna grab it. Okay, the first book that I read in October was Hooked by Emily McIntyre. This one, super fun too. Writing was fast-paced. The characters were entertaining. I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was a blast. But I don't think it's like I said, nothing like fantastic about it. This is like technically like my first like dark romance in a way. I don't know if it's considered a dark romance, but it's part of the Never After series. So it's basically like a retelling of these fairy tales. So the first one is a retelling of Peter Pan, and it follows Wendy and Captain Hook as like the main love interests. But you know, obviously they change the names around to fit the modern setting. It was entertaining. I really enjoyed it. I was gonna say something, but I have a book club coming up, and the rest of the series might be in it. So yeah, I'm definitely continuing that series. I gave that one a 3.5. Very spicy. Yeah, I like that. I like that one. The last book I read in October was All In by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is the 3rd book in the Natural series. And if you know me, I love the Natural series. I thought this one was super fun. The twists, I think it was a twist. I don't remember fully, but I just remember being like shocked about what was happening in that book, and I really enjoyed it. I have the 4th book waiting for me, which might not be coming in the upcoming video either this month or next month. I'm not too sure, but it will be coming soon. But I really enjoyed that. I thought it was a blast, and I loved that it's following Sloane and her family relationship in a way, which is pretty much all I can say about it. It was super fun. I had a great time with it. I love the Natural series. I think it's one of my favorite young adult series like right now. So yeah, I gave that one 4 stars. 4.5, I think. It was a blast. I highly recommend that series if you want like something to read in between, like something to get you out of a slump. It's super fast paced and really easy to get into, and it's an amazing time. It really is. So that was it for October. Like I said, no books in November, no books in December, but I did read at the end of January, like for like the last couple days of January, so I'm including it in February because pretty much I finished it like around it. The first book of this month, February, was Him by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. This is a hockey MM romance. Super fun, very spicy. This is my second book by Elle Kennedy and first by Serena Bowen. It's by two authors, so it's pretty cool, pretty fun. I read it on Kindle Unlimited, that's why I don't have it with me. I'm not too sure how I feel about Elle Kennedy's writing. I'm not sure whose writing I enjoyed more. I had a great time with it. I thought it was entertaining, but it's nothing special in my opinion. Very fast paced, very quick and easy to read. Legit, I think I read it in a day. There is a second book that I might read, but I don't know. I'm just not in a rush to read it. The next book that I read was Fourth Ring by Rebecca Yarros. I finally read it, y'all. I finally did it. I loved it. It's super fun, super fast paced, and really entertaining. I love the dragons. I love the relationship between the characters. And Xaden. That man is crazy, but like in a good way. I really like this book. I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's like the best fantasy like ever, but like it's just really entertaining, and that's pretty much all I want in a book anyways. It's just to be entertained and to have like not think about the world I'm currently living in. This book was a great escape, but the ending freaking got me. If you read this book, you know what happens at the end of the book. I was in tears. Let's just say that. But if you don't know what this book is about, this is a fantasy romance. It's set in this world where dragons and humans live cohabitately in a way. It's set in this war college called Basgiath, I think. And that's the thing about these fantasy books, guys. I cannot say the words like at all. Yeah, so it's set in that war college, follows Violet Sorrengail, who is the daughter of one of the generals of the military, blah blah blah. And her mom forces her to be a dragon rider when all she wanted to do was be a scribe. You follow her in her basically just trying to survive in this war college because people die in this college like frequently. So she's just trying to survive and she makes friends and all that, and then she meets this other dragon rider named Xaden Riorson. Follows them. That's the romance right there, and the story progresses from there. More politics become involved and whatnot that I can't really say without spoiling the book and the series. It was a blast. I had a great time with this one. I give this one 4 stars. What more can I say? It's a fun book. That's all it is. It's a fun book. The next book I read was Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. This is a cowboy romance. I loved this book. I thought this book was the best in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. This is the third one. There is one more coming out, I think, in April, which I'm super excited for. Yeah, I just love this series. I think it's just fun, cute, and short romances that you can read in between, like anything, like a palate cleanser anyway. That's what I use this for. But I loved it. I thought this book was phenomenal. It does give me very much Heartless by Elsie Silver vibes in a way. It's definitely my favorite out of the other 2 books. I give this one 4.5 as well. It was almost a 5-star for me, but I just didn't feel it. If you don't know, this is a series of interconnected standalones, which you can technically read the books like individually, but I don't recommend reading it that way. Only because like you see relationships that are in past books in this one. For the next book that I read, this is a chunky one, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. This is the second book in the ACOTAR series, and I had a great time with this one too. I thought this one was fun and definitely not as fast paced as Fourth Ring, but I enjoyed the writing in this one. I thought it was pretty good. I had a fun time with the romance. I was not expecting what was happening at the end of the book to happen. This woman knows how to write an ending, same with Rebecca Yarros. But yeah, this book was fun. I gave this one 4 stars. I enjoyed the ACOTAR series. I think it's entertaining, but it's definitely not one of my favorite series. But I will be continuing it. I will be finishing this one. I'm having a great time with it. And then I read Iron Flame, which is the second book in the Fourth Ring series, which is, I believe, called the Empyrean series, something like that. I liked this one. I definitely read this one faster than Fourth Ring, but I do have some problems with it. First of all, 200 pages too long. It does not need to be this long, at all. This one is definitely setting up a lot that happens in Onyx Storm, which is the one I'm currently reading. Yeah, it's definitely a bridge book in my opinion. It's still entertaining, still fun. Definitely a lot of intense spice in this one. Same with Fourth Ring and Onyx Storm. Yeah. I gave this one 4 stars initially, like 4.5, but now that I think about it, I think I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I enjoyed it. I thought it was still entertaining, but it's definitely a book that if I reread, which I probably will reread the series again once the next book comes out in like 3 years. It's like I have a refresher. It's definitely going to be tough for me to go through this one. Thought this book was fine, just okay. Then the next one I read was Dungeons and Drama. This one is by Christy Boyce. I had a great time with this one. It's just a short little YA romance. It's fun. It's really quick, really easy to just dive into. The writing's super fast paced. I had a great time with this one. I gave this one 4 stars. I gave it 4 stars because I really like the characters. I like the writing. I like how fast paced it was. It's just a vibe. It's a really good like palate cleanser between like the fantasy and all that stuff that I've been reading lately. Yeah, I really liked it. And it's really cute. Then the next 2 books that I've read in the month of February are part of a video that will be coming up after this one. So I'm not going to be giving my full review on these. The next one I read was Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. I enjoyed this book. I really do. I think I will be continuing with it. I already have the second one, so I will. Yeah, I gave this one 3.5. It's super fast paced, but the writing was a little hard for me to get into. I'll just leave it at that. You hear my full thoughts in the next video. This next one I read was my favorite this month, and that is Reckless by Elsie Silver. This is the 4th book in the Chestnut Spring series. I gave this one 4.5, like leaning more towards 5 than anything. I love this book. I thought this book was, I think this one's my favorite in the series so far. I definitely like this one more than Powerless, but it's about on the same level as Heartless for me. Like those 2 are definitely my favorites. So I really enjoyed this one. I thought this book was super fun. I love Theo and Winter. I love their romance between them is just so cute and just really good. I like it. I really do enjoy this one very much. So 4.5. That's all the books, guys. I'm glad I'm to be reading again. I really am. I enjoyed all the books that I've read this month, and I'm just happy to be making content again. I really am. I missed talking to you guys. I miss recording videos and editing them. That was it for the month of February, you guys. I know I'm recording this like on March 8th, so I don't know why I recorded it so late, but as long as I'm talking to you guys, it's fun. How many books did you guys read in February? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'm very excited to be making content, to be talking to you guys and interacting and just reading all my books because I have a lot. Yeah, so that's it for me. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about these books if you read them. Also, let me know which ones were your favorites that you read in the month of February. I'm dying to know. Yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me in the algorithm and all that jazz. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Obviously, if you're to this point, you enjoyed the video, so you might as well subscribe. Sometimes I make good videos. I swear. I will see you guys in the next one soon. Alright, bye guys.